Yo, what up? This is Deuce, man. Back for another episode. Today we rocking with On in a Huddle have served. Um Today we're gonna check out the Dan Q presser from the day. And then we're gonna look at some Saquon Barkley tape. We're gonna look at some B Rob to see how important those guys are to the team. Man, Ceelo's gonna chop it up, talk about that. We're also gonna talk about Marshawn Lattimore in this trade, man. You've been hearing a lot of things that maybe this like Adam Pease got fleeced. It's the bad trade. It's not looking good. He's injury prone. All these different types of things, man. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna chop it up about that. So we have a good episode, man. Holla at us. I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? No, he's still
He
frozen.
trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to On in the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today. Welcome back to On the Huddle podcast. Have served. I'm Deuce. Ceelo is gonna be joining us soon. I'm probably gonna have somebody else. Who knows? This is Have Served, man. We never stay as scripted. I do want to introduce something to y'all. What we're gonna try to do. A little call in, right? You want to call into the show. Maybe you got something to say on the show. You want to call in, you definitely can do that. We're gonna leave the phone on, put it in the chat real quick. And leave your take, man. Or any time of the day you think about something, just call, leave a message. Somebody from the lab take your message, see what is up, make sure it gets to me, and we'll reach out to you, man. Or if you want a topic for us to talk about or something that we say, you want to leave a comment, you don't want to type it, you want to leave a voice comment, it might be too long, whatever it is you want to do, man. Like it's all good. This is the number. The number is 202 525 7280. Oh, I mean that 7284. Hold on, let me delete this real quick. I actually hit 202 525 7284. That's the call-in number. That's the call-in number. And look, we're gonna be doing some giveaways. Prizes, all different types of stuff. We're gonna be using that call-in number. So go ahead, lock that call number in, put in Red's on in the lab for the call-in, man. That's the call-in number. You want to get up with me, man. Yeah, man, Ceelo gonna be here soon. We definitely want to look at some of Saquon Barkley. We want to look at Dan Quinn's press conference. So maybe I'll pull that up first. His press conference from today, some things he had to say. Let's see. Love this press conference real quick. And anybody in the chat, man, anything from the press conference, if you heard or not, that was interesting to you, we can definitely chop it up. But let me pull it up. But hold on, let me hold on right quick. Where's that Thursday night football? Let me pull that up. Yeah, let me see. I haven't listened to this yet. No, I'm not, Troy. I'm not going up there tomorrow. I'm not going up there tomorrow. And I'm kind of, well, I ain't sick. You know, it's Christmas, it's family, but I'm not going to be able to go to the home game either for the Eagles because I'll be in Detroit with family, man. So I ain't going to be able to, I ain't going to be able to get up there. All right. So this is the Commanders versus Eagles. Thursday night football trailer. I definitely appreciate the love, Troy, for sure, man. Definitely appreciate it. And if you ever on YouTube, if you have a YouTube, definitely, that help even more. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Red Zone in the Lab. If not, because some people don't have it, stay chopping it up with us on Facebook, man. We definitely appreciate you coming through. All right, let's see what this is about. Because I haven't seen this yet. Let's see what this is about.
We gonna do this together. Take this in the work. Let's go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Glenn, what's good, Glenn? That was insane. That was insane. That right there was insane. So, like, one of the things about this video, which is kind of really going around, especially out there in Ashburn, and now kind of trickling into the fan base. And it seems like the rest of the NFL is getting about the brotherhood that the team has. Dan Quinn talks about that a lot. It's starting to trickle down to his coaches and to his players. You hear them talking about brotherhood and family and being there for each other, picking up each other. And you see it, right? You see it talked about, you hear it being talked about, and you also see it actually being acted on. Like you see it in the press, you hear it in press conferences, you see it like when we see clips from them being on the field. You see it on the football field, when they make a mistakes, like similar to the Newton thing. Like Newton talked about when he made that mistake and jumped off sides, how everyone just came rallying around him, like right after it happened. Right, no one threw their arms up in the air, stumped off, and left off the field. They came right to him. It's all right. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Because they understand this brotherhood is more than a moment, right? And if you're around people where it's more than just about right now, you're in a good place. You're in a good place.
We gonna do this together. Take this in the work. Let's go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family on 3. That's what this team is about, man. This is why, like, when it comes to this team, I fear no one. Right? Like, I fear no one on our schedule. I fear no one in the NFL. I believe this team can win. Right? Especially when we're talking about the offense. Every time the offense is on the field, I think they can score. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, we have not come upon any defense that I did not think that we could score against. And I don't see any defense on our schedule that I don't think we can score against. We just got to get out of our way. We just got to stop making mistakes. We can't have mistakes, right? I believe that we don't have enough talent on this team to overcome mistakes. We just don't. We just don't. And I know not a lot of people, but some people kind of disagree with that. Some people agree with that. Like, I think where we are now as a team, a lot of people did not expect us to be here, right? Even the few people that you come across that said, we're going to win 10 games and 9 and 11, even those people didn't really believe we were going to be this good, right? Them people didn't believe that the Bengals wasn't going to be as good. We was going to be able to go toe to toe with the Ravens and the Steelers, and looking like we're going to be able to go toe to toe like with the Eagles. No one expected this much success from this team. I don't even think Adam Peters expected this much success, right? Just to make that move for Marshawn Lattimore, which we're going to talk about a little later. I don't think he expected this, right? I think more so he was probably thinking about being sellers at the deadline and not buyers, right? So I think even for him, it was kind of a surprise to be here, and I'm sure that was the same thing with Dan Quinn and the boys. Everyone, yes, you look you want to play well, you want to succeed, you want to get to the playoffs, get that chance. Look, you get in the playoffs, it's 14 teams in the playoffs, man. Like you have an even greater chance of getting to the Super Bowl than week 1, right? Your chances increase, right? And hey, you get a win, there you go. You get any closer, get you 3 good games in a row. But here we are at 7-3. And we're at my floor. Like I thought we would get to 7 wins. Like this is my floor. 9 was kind of like my ceiling. But we're at my floor already. You know what I mean? So we haven't had a losing streak yet. That's on the line, as we go into Philadelphia tomorrow. But we've been playing really good ball, man. We're playing really good ball. What's up, Brian? What's good, bro? Appreciate you, man. All right, appreciate that, Troy. Dale Jr., 88. Troy Breeze, who's also on in the huddle, he's a big NASCAR fan, bro. I mean, big NASCAR fan. He be at all the races. He be in the pit stops, taking pictures with all the drivers. I guess he be doing all that. Like he's a real big NASCAR fan, man. So far, so good. First year success can be good and bad, but I think it's been successful. I think, like if you look at the season now, a lot of us, like I said, didn't expect for us to be here where we are. Even if you did expect for us to get to 11 wins or whatever, you didn't expect for us to be this good. You didn't expect for Jayden to come out striking like he is now, right? Terry having an all-pro type year. You really didn't hear any of these things in a sense, right? Before the season started. But now the expectation has changed because you got the 7 wins so fast. So now it's like, if we only get the 9, is that a failure of the season? I think in a moment it'll be, right? Because that means we had a major collapse the second half of the year, and you definitely don't want that. Like you rather build into success, right? You don't want to start 7-3 and then end up going like, flipping it all around, don't win but like 2 more games. You know what I mean? Like, so right now I really can't call up to this moment is a success. And maybe if that does happen a month or so down the line, we look back and say, hey, look, this is the first year we won 9 games, blah, 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 blah. But it's still not going to feel right because it feel like we're at 7 now. We 10 games, we're at 7-3. And with a real favorable schedule, it's like anything less than 10 we'll kind of look at as a failure. I mean, you understand what I'm saying, Brandon? So I don't know, man. Look, you had 6 wins, so they already, and that was your ceiling, right? So they already passed that. Like, so, but I'm sure it changed. I'm sure your perspective has changed from, the 6 wins. Like, even if you said 6 wins, but now if they only get 7 from where we are now, that's gonna kind of, it's not gonna really feel right, man. Yeah, man, I think we do. I think we win by a field goal. I think it's a little shootout. I think we both can score. But the one thing that we're going to have to do is get on them early. That's one of their weaknesses is starting real late. These last few games, they just cannot stay. They start late, man. They had a real long streak about not scoring in the first quarter at all, dating back from last year. But second half, they get real hot. Kellen Moore is calling some good games. He's sticking with the run, even if it's not working. Saquon is having a heck of a year. We're going to look at a few of his successful plays in a little bit. So it's a lot, man. This is a very good team. Very good team. Yeah, Glenn, definitely feel we don't reach 10. I agree, man. I agree. The expectation, the expectation has scored for certain. Vern, I think this may be your first time chopping it up with us, man. I definitely appreciate you chopping up and commenting. You and Brandon, like I have also on YouTube. If you uh go to Red Zone in the Lab on YouTube, subscribe there. We definitely appreciate it. If not, stay right here on Facebook, kick it up with us, man. But we definitely appreciate you coming through. So let's look at Ceelo as he is backstage. So he's gonna join us shortly. But let's go ahead and look at Dan Quinn's presser. Let me see. I'm excited for the mom, man. I'm excited for the mom. I'm so excited. I didn't know Payne was mic'd up. If we got time today, Sula, let me see, where's that at? I did not know Payne was mic'd up. I definitely gotta listen to that. Because he balled out. If anybody was with us last night, we looked at the tape, that Payne, that boy balled out Sunday. I think that was his best game of the year. All right, let's get to it. Oh, let's see. I mean, bad about expectations next year would be crazy. Oh man, like this all season gonna be a movie, bro. Like this off season gonna be a movie, man. Like it's gonna be a movie, bro. But in sports, you don't start the season, the next season where the previous season ends. Everyone's that's right. Like when a lot of people say, well, last year you was dipping, like it doesn't matter. Like as soon as that Super Bowl ends, that Monday morning, everything changes. Everybody team changes one way or another. You don't have like some coaches leave, some players leave, some scouts leave. This league, like all types of things change, man. So you can't really judge a team off the previous year, right? You just can't. Of course, like some teams that keeps like the majority of their players and their coaches, they keep all that stuff intact. You kind of have an idea, a better idea of who they are and what they're going to be. But teams that have new coaches and new players, you just don't know, man. Just like us. Like you can't say, because we had 4 wins last year, we should at least get 6. No, it's entirely different. Everything has changed. Like you can't base it off of that. Teams got better. Yeah, man. It's the thing. Juanito, what's up, man? I'm see. I wouldn't say it's a failure because in the end, we play. Yeah, that's true. Like we are, and that's the thing, Juanito, that you got. Like I go back and forth. Right now, we playing with house money, but at the same time, it's now my money. Right? Even though the money I came in with $10, but I have my $10 and now I have an extra $20 from the house, but that's now my $20. So now I really have $30. So now I have to treat this 20 as if it was my 10. So now it's not really how I need to go get more house money. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of it's kind of back and forth, man. Kind of back and forth. What's Joe Witt got for AJ? Man, I don't know, bro. You tell me. Hey, think about this though. When you talking about AJ Brown, it's not just us. Like, right? It's not just us. AJ Brown got a whole lot of defensive coordinators tossing and turning that night. We talked about this earlier. You might get 4 corners, maybe 5, that you'll feel confident doing like shutting down AJ Brown. 5, and that's out of 64 starting corners. Not even counting the nickels. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me it's only 58? It's 58 other corners that can't do nothing with AJ Brown? So you just gotta play ball, just gotta play ball. It's probably hilarious, man. I don't know if the full thing is out yet. It's probably on that YouTube channel. I try to check it out. Yeah, mic him up every week for sure. I mean, I think week before last, Sandra still was mic'd up. He played a heck of a game. Yeah, we got to, bro. Next 2-3 years is very pivotal. Very, very pivotal. Yeah, he's different. He's definitely different. Just can't let him get too much. All right. Let's take a look. And Ceelo gonna pop in soon. Let's take a look at this press conference, man.
All right, this is awesome. You got it again. No fun read here. All right, guys, I'll get rolling with you today. Captains, offensively, Ertz, and defensively, Samer still, and on the special teams, J Mac. And all these guys, man, they bring a lot to our team in lots of different ways and standards and competing. And so we're all pumped to see these guys get this op.
So how y'all feel about that? I'm cool. Some people say it's odd, but like he's been having different people every week. The combinations has always been odd. I get Ertz. I think he did Jayden in Arizona. It's kind of like a homecoming from him. Of course, you're gonna get Ertz for Philly. Nichols hasn't been there before, but Nichols been playing some good ball, playing hard ball. So I'm not surprised at that. And who was it? Ertz, Nichols. I forgot that fast.
All right, guys, I'll all right, this is awesome.
Ertz, Nichols.
No fun read here.
I forgot that fast.
All right, guys, I'll get rolling with you today. Captains, offensively, Ertz, and defensively, Samer still, and on the special teams, J Mac. And
yeah,
all these guys, man, they bring a lot to our team in lots of different ways and standards and competing. And so we're all pumped to see these guys get this op. I'll rule 3 players out. That will be Ballore, linebacker Nick Ballore, cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, and kicker Austin Seibert. All the rest of the guys practiced, and we'll huddle up tonight and see how they do. But those are the 3 that won't play, ruling them out today.
All right, so Seibert not playing, Marshawn Lattimore not playing. We definitely gonna talk about that. Seibert and his hips. I know he was questionable all last week, and then a short week, and the kicker did pretty good on Sunday, so I'm not surprised. They're trying to get him healthy. I don't know when it happened. So I'm not too surprised about these, but we definitely gonna talk about the Lattimore.
And kicker Austin Seibert. All the rest of the guys practiced. All these guys, man, they bring a lot to our team in lots of different ways and standards and competing. And so we're all pumped to see these guys get this op. I'll rule 3 players out. That will be Ballore, linebacker Nick Ballore, cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, and kicker Austin Seibert.
Yeah, Nick Ballore. When did he get hurt? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember him getting hurt. I don't know. But that's something to think about, right? Because he's mostly special teams. And who knows, man? We might get a default sighting for special teams.
All the rest of the guys practiced, and we'll huddle up tonight and see how they do. But those are the 3 that won't play, ruling them out today.
How is Ryan Robinson this week?
Yeah, today was the day to get speed, and so that was good sign to see him and the rest of his teammates really get running. It was a kind of a ramp up, John, as you go. Think of a slower on Monday, a little faster yesterday, but today's the day you hit the marks to go up, and so he did a good job with that.
I know you guys have moved on from the Jahan.
I wonder why he didn't mention that he was going to be a full go. Because this is after practice, right? Yeah, I think this is after practice. Maybe it's some more that they had to do. That was just interesting to me.
Months ago. But when you look back at the process, how you guys made the decision, hey, we want to go in a different direction. What do you kind of look back at that, and how does that kind of help shape what you guys have been doing overall with your internal conversations?
Well, I thought number one, with Adam, we always said this best decisions, for the team at that time, Ben. And so whether that's, trade or whatever that looks like, that's going to be kind of the driving force behind it. As you guys know, we didn't really talk about who's the two and that. We had a big, deep crew at receiver. Now that you've seen, kind of how the guys are used and where we're at. But that was the best op for the team. And John did a great job. He was here with us, and look forward to seeing him.
With Wiley and Cornelius, how's it looking for them going into this game?
Yeah, they both had good work yesterday. We did kind of some individual, and then we got really more today at full speed. Not full speed, but enough where he could punch and go and be aggressive. And so Cornelius and Andrew both did a good job today.
Dan, your personal philosophy when deciding to give a guy a second chance in light of OZ and possibly moving on, but what do you think about when you want to?
I'm not sure what you mean by moving on. What you're saying?
Replacing.
Oh, understood. Sure. Well, I think you have to look at the whole body of work in terms of the work ethic, what you've seen before. And so, when you're going through it, you want to make sure there's not a pattern that comes up. And if that's the case, then it's somebody else's role to do that in punt return. But there's also a lot of work and trust that's been put into that. And so that's really where I look at it. And I'm at the top of everything, like protecting the team. And so that's where I stand on it.
Hey, Coach, when you had an opportunity to look at the Eagles film, what are some of the things that you've seen?
Work ethic, what you've seen.
Possibly moving on, but what do you think about when you want to?
I'm not sure what you mean by moving on. What you're saying?
Replacing.
Oh, understood. Sure. Well, I think you have to look at the whole body of work in terms of the work ethic, what you've seen before. And so, when you're going through it, you want to make sure there's not a pattern that comes up. And if that's the case, then it's somebody else's role to do that in punt return. But there's also a lot of work and trust that's been put into that. And so that's really where I look at it. And I'm at the top of everything, like protecting the team. And so that's where I stand on it.
Hey,
I don't really
Coach,
think he
when you had an
answered that
opportunity to look
question.
at the Eagles
To
film,
be
what are
honest,
some of the
like it was
things
a
that
whole
you've
lot
seen
of.
that they do really well?
I'll start for their defense. I thought their 5 down fronts, the 4 down fronts. I thought safeties down when they're back, the disguise. I thought Coach Fangio does a very good job and has for a long time, Kendi, into that space. I love the aggressiveness of their corners, playing tight coverage onto people. So there'll be a lot of contested throws and contested throws and catches. The interior part of their guys, big guys with size and guys that can rip off the edge. So a good challenge that way. Offensively, I felt run game wise was similar to what we have seen. Their line coach and staff there has done a fantastic job through the years in the run game, and they've added an explosive player to the mix in Saquon. Kellen, I thought, added probably different, his flavor and elements to the drop back game to go. But the addition of Barkley has really been, as it's been proven, a big addition for them this year. Special teams wise, big place kicker, that can hit it from deep. So the field position for us is going to be a big deal in this game. That's where I think of them all the top, and known quantity, tough group. And so for us, heading up there, division game, like it's really cool. We're pumped. All right. You guys have a good one. We'll see you there. Okay. Thank you.
Man, I love Dan Quinn. Man, I love Dan Quinn, man. You ready to rock, Ceelo? Man, I love Dan Quinn, man. I mean, what do you all get out of that? Like, he does, like, it's real politician-y, right? Like, even the question about Ceelo, I'm like he still ain't really answered the question. Why you put him back in the game? He got three muffs the last 2 weeks, and he's just like, it's a team, a lot of trust. I think that's one of the things, the trust part. But are you losing the trust? I mean, he got 3 muffs, but our reporters don't really press like that. Like they don't really press like that.
Nah, I think it's going to require, which it kind of already did. It kind of already did happen where he actually did turn the ball over. So I'm curious to see what it'll take for him to make that move. I'm not mad at him for not pulling the trigger sooner, but at the same time, yeah, his definite or his defense of keeping them in there seemed a little weak. But it is what it is. I understand the trust factor too. I thought in training camp they had a lot of guys trying out there, so I felt like they had some depth there, but apparently not. So we'll see.
Because you was talking about Kaz. I thought he was still on the practice squad.
No, he is. He is. I was wrong. He's
Oh,
still
okay,
in the
he's on
practice
our
squad.
practice squad. Okay, okay,
He's still in
okay.
the practice squad. Yeah, I was getting confused with the other Allen that's on Chicago Bears. So
Okay. Yeah.
so yeah. We got some options. I guess they really like him in that role. So
And he's a receiver too, so you can't like depending on the numbers
right.
and practice squad and bringing people up, like you can't. That's all Kaz Allen is. I mean, I'm I know, I mean, he has the experience, but NFL, he hasn't really gotten it together in these last two preseasons, so they probably don't trust him. And maybe that was more so what Deku was saying is like, I got to take the lesser of the two evils and trust, right? Like you can't put Kaz Allen back there because you know what he's going to do. And now all of a sudden, we hearing about this old dude. Like somebody Monday was like, "What about James the Crowd?" I was like, "Who?" Like I
Right.
didn't even know he was still on the team. Like I didn't even know he was on injured reserve. I thought he was cut and gone. I didn't even know he was still around.
Yeah, I feel like we're back in this situation where we don't really have a big threat at punt returner, once again. He I don't know how you feel about OZ, just even when he has sure hands, he's okay. I gotta look at the stats to see where he ranks in the league. Um, but I just feel like, he doesn't give you that much, but he's not bad. He's not bad when he does catch it. I feel like we can do better there. So and you add on top of the fact that his hands starting to be questionable, you're like, oh man, here we go. So
Yeah, but like I was like Crowder. I was like, man, we got rid of that dude.
we said it in the offseason, Deuce, man. We just don't know what their approach was in this roster. It felt I can't say they were. I don't know. They got rid of everyone, but they replaced them with a few questionable people, and then they kept a few questionable people. So I'm like, what are they? What are they trying to do here? We got rid of a guy and Curtis Samuels. I'm not saying Curtis is all world, but he's better than Crowder and maybe OZ. I don't know. So I'm like,
It wasn't like a
so
lot of money. So
yeah, I think he got
he,
I think he got 2 years, 10 million, something like that.
yeah.
So I get it, right? If you're trying to be, you're trying to have a more you're just not trying to commit. I get that. But it's just some things they did I just don't understand. But hopefully it's a moot point tomorrow.
Yeah, he gonna catch it, but he ain't gonna get. I mean, he getting older and older. He got walked down last year. Um, so yeah, he ain't gonna catch it. He ain't gonna go too far either. So, yeah, they did. I think we talked about that before. They definitely wanted their own people.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
we can agree on that.
and again, like they didn't expect for us to be where we are now. Because imagine we had Kendall Fuller and Curtis Samuel right now. Like we'll be man. Goodness gracious. Hey, let's talk about Marshawn. So it's been so I think the excitement of getting Marshawn, right, kind of like people didn't really because I think people thought it was gonna kind of be like Adams, right, where he's kind of and Cooper, like kind of faking injuries and I'm a little hurt, blah blah blah. Once I get to the new team, once they got here, they practicing full, they running around, blah blah blah. But that wasn't the case with Marshawn, right? Marshawn missed 2 prior games prior to the trade. I think he tried to come back too early from the hamstring. So a lot of people thought that he was just kind of faking because he was on the Saints. But now he missed the first game. People like, all right, cool. Right. He missed the first game, blah, 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 blah. And now he missed this game. So now seems like there's a real, I want to say I don't think it's a majority panic, but there are sprinkles of panic across the fan base. But how do you feel about Marshawn missing these games and the trade overall?
I like the trade. Flat out like the trade. I think it's rare that a quality DB or a DB of that caliber is available. So I like the trade. Period. End of story. That being said, typically, you make that trade because you have an urgent need, and you have urgent need. Urgent means today, not next year. And so when you look at it from the urgency perspective, I think I can understand some people's concern about, okay, you made this trade, you saw the medicals, you told us you looked at his medicals, you told us he this, that, and the third. Um, when is this dude gonna go play? And we have an obvious need at DB. And so I think that's where people are coming from. We've been getting ready to go up. And the fact that the way that we lost that game, it just adds to the narrative. It's like, oh, I can't wait to get Marjan back. That kind of thing. And so I get that. But I like the trade. I get why people are panicking. But you got, it's a long season, man, and you gotta let some things play out. It's very unfortunate that he's not available right away, especially in this game, division rival. It would be perfect. It would be so perfect to have him there. I mean, coming out, strapping up with AJ, I think it would be great. Side note, AJ kind of got him last time. So,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have been automatic, you know what I'm saying? But probably better than what we're about to see.
Oh,
Anyway,
absolutely better. And that's another reason why, like, he might be 89, 92%, but he like, nah, I was 100% last time. Like,
right.
I need to be, because like, think about it. Let me see. Juanito says since he's missing tomorrow's game, no need for him to come back until after the bye. So he has time to heal. If we come out next 3 to week 2 on through when we golden. I don't know, man. Like, if you're healthy and you can play, you need to play, because like you need to start developing. Hold on. So before I go there, let's go back a little bit. So if he plays at 85, 90% and he gets cooked, right? The fan base, oh, why we trade for this wash dude? Why we blah blah blah? Like, it's gonna be a whole nother thing, right? So no, don't bring him. Like, go get healthy, go get healthy. We'll wait. So I will say, if he is healthy for the Dallas game, you play him, even if it's like minimal snaps. Maybe he'll get half the snaps. Maybe he'll only come down when we in the red zone, or like the last 5 minutes of the quarter, or whatever the case may be. Maybe that's what he do, just to kind of get, because I do not like, I don't know how you feel, Ceelo, but the guy's what, 9-year vet, 9-year vet,
8 years,
like 2 years of college, I think. So he's seen a lot. Like, he's seen defenses. He know defenses look like, he's played for multiple coordinators. He understands schemes. The terminology might be a little different, but it's really the same across the whole. It ain't, but so different. People like adding a little seasoning here and there. So I have no issue with him like in the playbook and stuff. Like, I don't think he needs to come back and play to learn the playbook. No, like I it's more so with me is about developing chemistry with the players on the field, right? Like tendencies. Like, Quan needs to know his tendencies. Shen needs to know his tendencies, and vice versa. What he likes to do on 4th and on like 3rd and 8 versus 3rd and 2. Like, that's the thing that I'm more eager. Not I ain't really concerned about, but that's the thing that I think he needs more reps in with that part of it. Not so much the defense itself. So if he's able to, whenever he's healthy, like, you come back and play. Rather, we believe, because think about it. It's a CeeDee Lamb, right? Like, elite wide receivers like him, they don't need like great quarterbacks. Like, and him and Cooper Rush, like, go look at him and Cooper Rush's numbers last year after Dak got hurt, right? So like, don't like. I mean, look at Jettis right now. You think Wishcom had this resurgence that he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league? No, he got Jettis. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, how you feel? How you feel about that, Ceelo?
I agree with all that. And the problem with the NFC East is we have every single one of these teams have dogs at wide receiver.
Yep.
There is no, well, let me wait for this game or that game or this, this player or that player. No, you come, if you're ready for Dallas next week, he needs to be back in Dallas for next week or the following week. Was it Tennessee? So it really, this league has a lot of really good wide receivers out here, and you can get cooked in any moment, anytime. And so as soon as he's healthy, I think he needs to play. I just don't think he's healthy. And hamstrings are weird. Y'all all know that. He's
Yeah.
already injured it once. He tried to come back at one point. Didn't go well. Also, we also have heard, the medical staff, down in New Orleans isn't the greatest potentially.
Mhm.
So I
That's true.
think he's taking his time. We're doing the right thing by him. This is, unfortunately, everyone, this is a long-term move. We got him under contract for 2 more years. He is definitely one of the top cornerbacks in this league. I trust Adam and Dan Quinn on this one.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Tim? I think B-Rob playing will be the difference in winning the Anfield. B-Rob playing opens up the playbook. We're gonna talk about that a little later too. Yeah, man. As soon as he give up a play, man, the fan base gonna go crazy. As a track out them hamstrings are hard. It is, and he's had issues with his hamstrings. He had 2019 or 20 was the last time he had, and it's been both of them. And then back in 2014 and 15 when he was in college. So this is nothing new to him. He knows his hamstring. He knows, and Ceelo, you made a good point about their medicals. There have been some rumors about them not having good people down there. And he come up here, we see these charts, we like, man, these don't. Like, what if our people was like, man, what is this? Like, nah, this ain't like we got to do this. We got to reverse this and do this. Like, we got to do this way, get on track this way and this way. It probably not even him. It could be us. It could be our medical people telling Dan, like, no, we need to take time and let this heal because of this, and that. And but we don't know that as a fan. All we see is this dude walking around with a hood on at practice, and we just gave up these trades, and now we got AJ. If this is what I think, if we had who's the team that got like a sorry wide receiver we played? Like, if this the Titans or somebody coming up,
yeah,
or ain't nobody tripping off him not playing this Thursday, bro. But because it's AJ Brown, then people was like, nah, this dude need to play. Like, some people was like, let him play hurt tomorrow and sit out the next 2 games. What? Like, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't. Yeah. What's up, Mike? Tomorrow's matchup is more concerned about Barkley. And Barkley he's definitely the centerpiece.
The centerpiece.
The centerpiece of that team. Definitely the centerpiece. So yeah, man, let's see what we got here. With Bob. Anything else in the Marshawn trade? Anybody in the comments? Marshawn. And wherever y'all are, man, please share. Please share the app if you're on YouTube. Please share it. Facebook, share. Twitter, please share wherever you are. So let's talk about all right, so bro, the last 2 games, he has 287 yards, 2 touchdowns on 52 carries with a loaded box. And a loaded box is 8 players. Bro. Bro, like, that is insane to me, man. He has 264 rushing yards over expected this season, the second most in the NFL, and double his previous high through week 10 and like 5 years ago. He got 3 of the fastest top speeds of 21.93 miles per hour. 3 of the 8 top speeds this year.
The other ones had to be JD5, but I'm just gonna that's another story.
Yeah. And the dude hurdling people backwards. Like, where do they do that at? Yeah, like, that was insane, bro. That was insane.
Homeboy is when healthy, he is special. I mean, him and CMC are like 1A and 1B. You can toss it up. You got to argue me one way or another.
Yeah, Mike.
Our run defense is atrocious. I want to say we were 28th the last time I checked. I just think they're gonna have to do something a little bit different up front. I don't know if we want to get into the Deron Payne stuff yet or whatever, but yeah, man, something's off in our front four, front seven, that they just get moved way too easily. And this is a very, 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 very good Eagles front in terms of the offensive line. So I think it's gonna be a struggle with him. I'm very envious of how the Steelers were so disciplined in their gap schemes, and guys stay where they're supposed to be, and they just tackle well, and so that's why you saw a kind of a subpar run game from us. We need something like that, right? Something that's very disciplined, and I don't think that's the defense that Joe Webb DQ runs. I think they run I believe they run more of a crash type defense where everyone's kind of, you know, expected to kind of go after after the quarterback, and so you just kind of get those lanes filled with the linebackers behind them, the Wagners and the Luvus, or the Percys in some cases, or the Quans. So I just need us to tackle and just live to see another day. Get them in third and long somehow, some way. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long day. He's special.
This dude averages 19 carries a game, and that's sitting out a couple games in the fourth quarter and not really getting no carries in the first game. He's averaging 110 rush yards a game, 5.8 yards per carry. He's averaging a first down on 2 carries, on like a carry and a half. 17.6 receiving yards per game. He had 176 against the Giants, and he had 156 against somebody else. Let's look at some of this, man. We're going to run some plays. This is stacked against a heavy box, which is at least 8. We're going to look at this. Let me pull it up. Thanks, huh? If we're going to win, it's going to be stopping him if we want to win. All right. So, hold up. Let me see. We give up 5 yards a carry? I don't think so. I think it's 4 something. But it's high. Barkley or Henry, man, they both balling out, but I think you got to go with Barkley because it gives you more in the passing game. Going to be a long night. Yep, different styles. Corey, what's up, baby? He put what him, and he's trying to put what you mean. What's up, Corey? What's up, man? That child on the Warpath podcast, man. Check it out. Definitely fun. Him and Big Simple, one of the 2 funniest people on this content creators for the Commanders. Having me rolling. All right, this is stacked against the box. This is Green Bay. As you can see, stacked against the boxes gives you at least 8 players. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 9 in the box. Yeah, they got 9 in the box. All right, so they even rotate. They send one back and they bring somebody up front. So right now is given like 8 in the box. But as you can see, you got the 2 corners on the outside, Alexander, and I forgot what the other guy's name is. So when you talk about stack boxes, you're talking about at least 8. Go to the strong side with the shift. Not too bad. But again, that's what, 4-yard gain? Like,
yep, that's 4 yards. Yep.
Get you a better view. Look at the blocking. Good blocking. You got to get off. You're going to still make these guys, the Ron Payne and them, going to have to get off these blocks, man. They got to shed. They got to shed. Here's that now. They walk up, give you 8 in the box. Good blocking. Good. So we going. Hey man, we're gonna have to stack the box if we want some success, man. That's a fact. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we giving up 4.9 yards per carry.
4.9, Glenn. Jesus Christ. This is goal line, so of course it's gonna be a lower stack. Look at the power. Look at his power, bro. Like, look, like he got crazy leg power. Like we all know that. Look at his legs. Look at his legs, bro. And look, he just turn around, just use his feet and chop. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, Mike, the Eagles O-line, man, they real good, man. They are real good for sure.
Excellent O-line.
Who's 93? Let me. Is he balling? We can get Payne could get penetration, man. They got a good O-line, but they got some weaknesses. Look, who wait a minute. Who is that? Can you find out who that is? Ceelo, 93 for the Packers. Cause he weak, man. He working him. I think Barkley like 6 feet, right?
Yeah. Taddarell Slayton.
Man, who's that guy? Cause he giving them. He balling.
Went to Florida. Wait a minute.
And Malata back too this week.
TJ Slayton. Yeah.
Some more 13 personnel. We got it. Hey man, we gotta tackle. We gotta tackle. We can't miss tackles against him. We gotta tackle. And you gotta wrap up. I don't know, Brandon. Like, Cliff don't seem like a coordinator that's gonna be holding the ball and all that. Like, Jayden gonna throw that rock, bro.
Yeah.
Jayden gonna throw that rock. That's a good play. We gotta we gotta crash. We gotta wrap up. We gotta hit. We got to. That's a good play right there. These tight ends now, Goddard not a good blocker. You know, like we can exploit these tight ends. We can exploit them. It's a good hole. Yeah, we can't let him get the second level without getting hit.
Nope.
He gets to the second level. Like we got a D lineman got to get a hand on him or something.
And they do what we do. They play with a lot of pace.
Yeah.
So I hope they hit the treadmill this week. They'll hurry up in a heartbeat.
And this what Pittsburgh did to us, you know. They slow burners. They slow cooked us. 4-yard pop, 4-yard pop. The first
3
down.
yards.
Yep,
2
3
yards.
yards, 2 yards. A fake on a 5, first down.
Just kept going. We couldn't stop it.
Oh,
it was different front. I mean, it was different little designs too. Oh, look at a little touch play. Yeah. Did they stop him? Was that a stop?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. People been stopping that joint lately.
Yeah, what you go, Kelsey?
I know, man. Kelsey was the glue.
Man, that's a good play. That's a good play. Oh, look at Chase. Okay. You got to get penetration, man. Like if these tackles can get penetration up the field, because it seems like they're kind of susceptible to it. Yep, I said Malata is back. He is back and he is playing tomorrow. He is back and playing tomorrow against Clean Farrell. Farrell ain't gonna do nothing. We'll have an easy game. And the thing with Saquon is like when he run, like if he run into the back of you, like he's going to be moving you and pushing you. So we gotta hit this dude, man. So that's some good blocking. As you can see, like the people, it seems like they having success against, and I gotta see what else Vea do, but the D tackles is not getting a lot of penetration. The D tackles get some penetration. We should see. Look at Vea. He made him bounce away, but Vea just stood there. Watch Vea. He got the guy. Then he just stood there. Look, he just stood there. People falling around, falling on the ground. 6-yard gain. That's a good play by Vea. See what I'm saying? Like this center can be beat, man. This center can be beat. Watch the move by Vita Vea. Look, yeah. The left guard can be beat. The center can be beat. What's that, Dickerson? That's a good play. They're aggressive too. Like they'll go for it. Sirianni is an aggressive coach. They'll go for it on 4th down here. Oh, that was a good play. Oh, do we want to look at the Browns? Imagine, remember, these are just plays against stacked boxes. This is not even. Let me see what else we got here. This is just stacked boxes. Let's look at some non-stacked boxes. Look at all that space. Like bro, we're going to have to stack the box. Look at that, bro. Like, and they go 12 personnel. We got 12 personnel. Like, we gotta stack the box, man. Like, and I don't think we can because of our secondary. Like, it's gonna be a long day. My goodness. They got 3 wide receivers set. They got Goddard out there. It's obviously passing situation. Look at this. Like, bro, there's no, like, we have to have 4 down linemen out there all the time, Louvu, and like it's gonna be something, man. The best success is stacking the box. Because not only is he a bruiser, he's fast. Like, he is fast. Look at his patience. I mean, what you think, Ceelo, man?
Yeah. we've yet to stop anybody. Well, I'm trying to think who we've stopped so far. Nothing. No one comes to mind right now. Although maybe Cleveland.
He definitely got great vision, Mike. And look, this is him out the backfield. Like we, bro, bro. we cannot have Wagner chasing this guy.
They better not put Wagner on him at all.
This is
like
the
at
outside
all.
linebacker. This is Louvu here. So
This got to be Louvu or
yeah, this is Louvu.
or
this is
Chen.
Wag. And he's out of place. Look at Jayden. He just stepped to the right and just threw that jump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a cheat code. This is all the Giants' fault.
And they'll do it. They'll do it, man. Like they'll throw it to him. He leak out that backfield going up the sideline. Jaylen will throw it. He waited for him too. I don't know, Glenn. I don't know about McGee playing. That'll be a big challenge for him for his first NFL game on defense. God Saquon Barkley. That'll be a lot for him, man.
This was supposed to be Jamin Davis, but
yeah, well, there you go.
And that's that.
He's such a threat on the yak. Like even when he's sitting in the zones or anything, he can catch it and go. Look at it.
That's
missed
crazy.
tackle.
1, 2 missed tackles. Is that Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Atlanta though, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. And Tampa Bay, I think.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yep. He blew across his body there too. Good Lord. Is he a good blocker? Not that it matters, but
I think so. Right, they throw to him down here in the red zone. That's an ugly play for He just went straight. He just went straight to the jump. He ain't faking nobody. He went straight to the sideline.
Saquon didn't even like pretend to try to. He just went straight to the flat and said, "I got this." Sheesh.
How's that even a play action if he's going straight to the Jaylen probably forgot to play. They motion him all the way back, got a screen to him. I think we were pretty good with those, but yep, Glenn, I was about to say that too, bro. Like we got to get pressure. We have to get pressure, man. Yep. Yeah, Jamin Davis, right?
I just wanted him to. I just wanted somebody. Cover linebackers are tough, man. I thought he was gonna be that guy. That's all. I guess they're just tough to find.
All right, so what you think about Saquon? Like, I think we're definitely going to have to get some pressure, man. Like, definitely, have to stack the box, like somebody said in there. We're gonna have to gang tackle for sure, man.
So we've had some success against Saquon. I know this is not the Giants.
Yeah.
And I know this is a brand new team, so we can't really compare the past. But we've had some success against Saquon, so we shouldn't be afraid of what he can do. We just got to be focused, disciplined, and tackle. You know. It's gonna have to be one of our most disciplined games, man. You wrap somebody up, you got to break them down. You can't have them slipping out your hands, missing tackles. They'll get another 30 yards on you.
And look at the
Saquon is
difference. Like,
different.
y'all remember the numbers for Saquon, and Brian Robinson is completely different. He's averaging 14 attempts a game, 66 rushing yards. But at the same time, we got to remember Cliff likes to run. Like, even when Brian Robinson is healthy, Eckler to get a few carries too. Then you also got Jayden. And we're passing the ball more efficiently. We're passing the ball more also. He's averaging a touchdown a game. His yards per carry is 4.6, which is really, really good. Like, it's really, really good.
It is.
Like, stacking the box is suicide. That's the only way. That's what has been effective against the rush. But with us, we can't do that, bro. We can't stack the box because AJ Brown gonna hit his helmet and it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. It's gonna be a wrap, man. Yeah. Let's see what he looks like. Let's see what he looks like against stack boxes. We just haven't played, man. We need B-Rob. I think he healthy though. So this dude runs hard, man. Yeah, I would blitz. I would definitely blitz. I mean, that's our defense, man. Like, we blitz, Mike. That's what we do, man. Like, just you gotta continue to do it. Man, look, his vision has got so much better, man. So much better. And he runs high, he falls forward. They say he been hitting the backfield 55%, the first contact in the backfield, 55% of his carries, but it don't seem like it. Do it? Does it seem like it to you? It seems like he don't even get hit in the backfield like the past couple years.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like he has.
Look at that side step. Oh, somebody must have got injured. I ain't looking at this. I saw them calling over people. Oh, he talking about the fourth down.
Fourth down. Yeah.
I wonder, have our red zone woes been when he's been out at home?
No, he was there for the Giants.
I mean, yeah, the second game, the Giants, yeah, of course.
That was a big one. I felt like where we had red zone issues. We didn't have, and then we had red zone issues.
We've done it so many times. That's why it's probably so much. 7 times is crazy.
Yeah. Damn. Damn.
That dude, man, crazy. He runs hard, man.
He ran over somebody. Who that was?
31. Look, he put his hand, boom, right in his chest.
Oof.
Look at behind
it. That was nasty. That was nasty.
All right, real quick. And Glenn is going to take the credit for this, Mike. I don't know if you can see Glenn's comments because he's on Facebook. Mike, I don't know if you have a Facebook account, but if you do, it definitely helps us out. You know, if you go to and search Red Zone in the Lab and go over there and join and chop it up with us over there because I don't think you can see the other comments. Definitely if you can't, that's cool. You know, stay over there with us on Facebook. But Glenn, I think it was Glenn who had a comparison about the style of running to AP. No, I'm not saying, and he's not saying that he's AP, he's good as him, whatever the case, because AP is one of the best running backs of all time. But the jump cuts and the vision as he gets better doing it, it does kind of remind me of AP and also Eddie George, how he runs hard. What you think, Ceelo?
Eddie George, that's a pull right there.
Yeah.
The thing about B-Rob that I feel is different. So, like you said earlier, B-Rob runs, he leans forward, he's always moving forward, legs always churning. Definitely gives you a little bit of that all day kind of vibe in AP. Eddie was just so tall. Wasn't Eddie like 6'3" or something
And he
like
played
that?
tall too. He was the opposite of what they taught us in school. Because he ran high all of the
Straight
time.
up. I'm like, I'm surprised he's got knees. Like, I'm surprised he still got like he's able to walk. So yeah, I feel like he's not quite Eddie, but definitely I can see a little bit of AP in him. Yeah, I think I can see that a little bit better. He just don't got an AP speed, obviously.
Yeah.
But he has his, I think his, the jump cut, that was AP's move. He hit that jump cut, he gone.
Yeah.
One cut and he's out. So yeah.
And that's
But
one thing. He just lacks that speed, man. If he has some speed, whew.
I know. So unpopular opinion. I like how Cliff uses both running backs, but I actually think Eckler kind of fits Cliff's offense a little bit better than B-Rob. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because Cliff runs a lot of inside trap zone. He's definitely not hitting the edges as much as you would expect an Eckler to run. But I don't know. I feel like Eckler has a little bit better vision than B-Rob.
Well, he is better for sure. Like that's no, yeah. Like B-Rob is getting
Yeah.
there. He's much better than what he was his rookie year for sure. But
And he's
yeah,
small,
Eckler vision is just insane.
and he gets small and narrow
What
and
a
the whole,
JOK. Give me a JOK, man, please.
Yeah, I know.
Please.
So I feel like they're both their styles are very complementary to one another. I just think, I think it's a really good look the way they playing these dudes. Obviously I feel like the team is better with B-Rob in there. I just feel like Eckler is definitely, there's a reason why Eckler gets as many touches as he does. And it's not just in the passing game. He actually does play the middle really well.
Yeah, especially when B-Rob is out. When he's in, he doesn't get as many carries, but he
Agree.
does get them. And they're in the backfield together a lot. So you really don't know who's going to get the football.
Agree. And I like that formation too. I like that.
Yeah.
I just something about Eckler.
Eckler already told you don't give me all these carries. So
I know, and he should have never said that because he get a lot of carries.
Yeah, man, he runs so hard, man. So what do you think they do in the draft? Like how soon do you think, or what do you think they go look for in the draft?
There's going to be a lot of guys available in this particular draft too, so I definitely expect them to pick up to get a back.
More
Second,
Eckler?
third.
Second for running back? I don't know, Ceelo. I guess it depends who's there because I think we're definitely gonna go BPA for sure. So
I agree. I mean, I think BPA for sure. I just think running back is one of those positions that I just don't expect too many second contracts, right? Second big contracts, unless you're a CMC, a special kind of guy. And unless we see something extremely special from B-Rob these next, season and a half, yeah, I expect him to be back in the draft. I would say, I just think they need a little bit of a home run hitter, whether that's
for
power,
sure.
whether that's speed, the classic speed back like Eckler. They're gonna look for an athlete. And I think that's what you're going to see, and whether it's second, third, fourth round, I feel like you're definitely going to see a running back in this draft next April, for sure.
I still think you see B-Rob. Like I don't sure.
Yeah,
I mean he's been
they're not
injured.
going.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's also going to depend on what he looks like, but I think they do go running back. I think like 2 is a little early, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do, depending on who's there. They might see somebody they like, but it might end up being like a Falcons type situation when they had Algier and Bijan, right? So but I think we'll use them better, right? Because there's no way like that. Like the Arthur Smith was horrible with those guys last year, bro. So it isn't much better this year. So that's something that I'm thinking that we'll see.
So we have a first, a second, a third, a fifth, and 3 seventh. So yeah. Yeah, I think it just depends, man, who's there. It might be really intriguing. I think they're gonna want some speed and some athletes outside. Nothing against B Rob as it is. I think he'll still be back here. I just think that's gonna be on the list for sure. You know.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Definitely. I agree.
I wish he was healthier in these last few weeks. I really wanted him to surpass whatever 12, get him his 1,300 yards and some TDs, but it's probably not, it's probably unlikely.
Yeah, I mean the TDs maybe
at this pace.
But I mean, it depends on how many you're looking for. Like every game he plays, it seems like he gets one.
Right.
Right.
It would have been nice. I mean, at the way we're scoring, at the way that we're scoring, I wouldn't have been surprised if he got, 15, 17 TDs, right? 1 TD a game.
He has
Unfortunately,
4. He has 4 in a year.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We still got another what?
Only playing
7 games to go, right?
4.5 games.
He might get 10.
We get to the red zone a lot, man. Like
he might get 10. Yeah. He might get his 10.
Number 1 priority in the draft. Yeah, edge. Yeah, for me, it just depends who's there, man. Like,
oh yeah,
it's gonna change so much between now and April. It's gonna change like crazy. I mean, we all know that who's gonna pop up, but I don't know, Glenn. Like, you might got one of them dominant wide receivers that's there in the first,
right,
midway through.
I think, Glenn. I don't. Depending on how things end up with Coleman by the end of the year, I don't know if offensive line is going to be. I know it's BPA and all, but they may be like BPA except in certain situations. We'll talk about that later. I know it's more of an off-season conversation, but man, I feel like I feel like going offensive line, for example, in the first round. I just don't know if that's going to be a thing. But
yeah, I don't think so. Like, if Coleman is looking like, I mean, he's been balling. Like, I mean, his the last 2 games, right? He played by himself, or was just the last one? The last 2 games?
2 games.
Yep. So I think that continues. I don't think they go back to the switching, even if Lucas plays. So if he keep holding up like this, he's going to get some good pass rushes too, man. Like, Highsmith ain't no slouch.
Tomorrow, ooh, he's gonna have his work cut out tomorrow.
Yeah. So,
was it
it's
Sweat?
gonna be something to see. Josh Sweat, you got Graham, yeah, man. So you got those linebackers. That's gonna be, but Vangio don't blitz a lot, right? So he likes to keep everything in front of him. But they are very athletic, bro. The linebackers, the safety, the secondary, they are fast and they are athletic and they can move.
So the last time I checked PFF, they were number 1 defense in PFF.
Yep.
I did not expect to see that, actually.
He's getting better and better, bro.
I was like,
it ain't like that's why I tell people, man, like, it ain't like last year, but they have played horrible quarterbacks, horrible teams the last 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean, look at us.
We'll do
better. We're 6th in pass defense, and look who we played.
I expect we'll definitely push them to the limits. This gonna be a different caliber of offense they're gonna face.
Yeah, and all that stuff don't matter when it's divisional games, bro. Like,
agree.
It is what it is.
Except for Giants.
Yeah, exactly. Empty calories. All right, Ceelo, you won't be with us tomorrow. tomorrow's gonna be jam packed, man. I think we're gonna have a UK show. We might have another show. We might have fandom. Enters the lab might go right before the game. So, what's your thoughts on the mob, man? Ceelo's thoughts on the mob. How you think it's gonna play out? Give us your thoughts, man.
So I feel like division games are tough.
Mm-hmm.
Playing in Lincoln Financial, Jayden's first time ever playing in the city of brotherly love.
Yep.
Our quarterback is healthy. I think our offensive line might be back to full strength. I know they kind of was falling off a little bit, so I'm looking confident with the offensive line. I think we got all of our yips out in that last game. I think you're not gonna see the mess ups like the drops, and the lack of concentration in some of those situations like offsides, things like that. So I feel like it's gonna be a much better, much cleaner game for us. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it 36-34 good guys.
Would you say
36-34 good guys.
I had 37-34. I gave the Doug in there, so you ain't gonna see it till tomorrow. And look, Glenn got 35-33. Bruh, like it could definitely get like that, bro. Like it's gonna be crazy, yeah.
I think it's gonna
be crazy, yeah.
this gonna be Rocky versus the Russian. They just gonna be going back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Like I just feel like it's gonna be one of them kind of Thursday night. I know usually Thursday night football ain't great, but it's gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one.
For sure. I appreciate Mike for jumping on YouTube. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. He got a 31-27. Like, man, I think this gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah, I was gonna lean towards the Eagles because everyone has us, the DB situation. But I think this might be a special game for some people. I don't think this gonna be like what Vegas and what's the obvious answer, right? Obviously, we have issues in our secondary. That's obvious, but I feel like it's gonna be different.
Check AJ. Obviously, can't nobody check Smitty. Obviously,
Saquon gonna go off. Like I get that.
Yeah.
But you may actually find Saquon might fumble.
Yeah.
We might get a couple of, turnovers. We might turn the ball. It just there's some things that's gonna happen.
Jay might finally have his passing breakout game. I mean, he got 300, 306 one.
He might get
400. He might get 3 touchdowns. Like he might have his.
That's division football. That's NFC East football, and these are two very good teams. Very good teams. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, I just got pumped, like I'm ready, bro. Like I'm glad like this. So like Dan has been talking about all week, like and Terry said a couple other plays. Like I'm glad the game was Thursday. Like how often do players say that and coaches say that I'm glad the game on Thursday because of the short week? Like they want this game to come. Bro, I'm hyped, bro.
And they want to erase that nasty loss. They want to get back out there.
Yeah.
They want to go. They just want to go and
they believe they should have won.
They should have won that football game. They feeling that. And they probably feel, they feel bad. They had a couple of drops. They're like, that's not us.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't do that. We're not doing that again.
And BSJ, like people want to believe it or not. Like I say, man, that play before the play, it was kind of like the same setup, and he just got caught slipping. And he ain't got the speed to recover. And he probably, he probably was hot. That's why he made that comment afterwards, like trying to do something I should have just did what I was supposed to do and not worry about nothing else. And he's probably been apologizing all week. You know what I'm saying? So just to be that close in that game, give it up to Mike Williams, who only had 2 snaps that game. Like, and I mean, I don't think he got I don't think it's going, but some players, like there are players across all sports that are not dogs, but they have some dog moments in their careers that they just do things that they just not expected and probably never ever would do again. BSJ, this is the game we need you to dig deep and find whatever poodle you got down there and
Poodle
bring it up
crazy.
for this game. Please, I beg you, find it. Please.
Oh man. Hey, he was there 2 years ago when we broke their
Yeah, he was
streak
there.
in Philly. And I just think that he can come back to that. He can come back to that, man. He played a really good game. That was a really good game. I know the defense wasn't like great, and we talked about that. They
Yeah.
scored quickly. But he individually had a pretty good game. He had a fumble. He caused a fumble, and
Mhm.
I mean, So like I said, division games are different. They're different. Don't expect the obvious. Expect a slugfest. It's gonna be a good game. I really, really believe that.
I'm so pumped.
What shows you got going on that tomorrow, Deuce? What you got? What you got on the
Oh, you
docket?
want to jump on? I got to get with the UK guys to see what their schedule is. So, see if they can go at like 5,
Okay.
4:35. Then Fandom wants to go on tomorrow with trolling them, so
Okay.
maybe they'll do like 6 and then ETL. So let me
Okay.
know if you're free any of those times. If not, the UK, I'll probably just go 4 to 6 and stay on with Fandom. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do like a
you're gonna be
little, yeah, instead of,
a little
have like,
marathon.
yeah, I'm quite sure they probably gonna have spaces open too, but maybe just look at some more tape from the previous games and
Yeah.
just kind of, look at the Eagles, look at us, some few games back here and just the night out, man. Cause
This is like Christmas all over again, bro. I'm so ready for this game.
Man,
This is
I'm
crazy.
pumped. I'm pumped for this joint, bro. Like real talk. Just talking about it just now got me super pumped. Because like my team, my coaches, my players, they don't care nothing about no short week, Like
Right.
they like, nah, Like let's get up there. Like I'm
And
ready.
let's be honest, y'all. I mean, this and I think Caleb said it, man. Like this is probably the least talented team Jayden's going to ever play
Ever
with.
have.
And we're talking about beating, a team that was literally just in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And I mean,
And
they
Super
are
Bowl
very good.
contenders this year.
And they're
And they
again, I
got
mean,
all pros all over.
they're healthy. They just had a bye week couple weeks. I mean, they obviously are the favorite. I think they're 3.5 or
3.5.
favorites.
Yeah.
So like,
And that's
I
it.
and exactly, and on
We would have beat
paper,
Pittsburgh, it probably would have been shorter, smaller than that.
exactly, like it makes sense. I get it. They have a solid roster, both sides, offense, defense, and even special teams. If you want to go, and we're still right there. We are competitive. We will be competitive, and we will push them. We're literally statistically one of the best offenses in this league,
Mm-hmm.
and will probably end up being one of the best offenses this organization has seen. We're talking about since '92.
Yeah.
This is different, yo.
We
This is
breaking
not
crazy records.
like this is different. I feel really good about this game, and it's just what it is. We proven it. So let's go, man. Let's go,
Yeah.
man. I ain't
I'm
worried
not,
about
I'm
it.
not, I'm not, I'm not afraid at all. Like
Not at all,
I'm not,
man.
I'm not afraid at all. Let's go ahead and play these boys and have fun. My
Let's get it
quarterback got
done.
that John laughing on that, like
Yo, I'm back.
can't rattle that man, bro. Like
Ice veins. Like this is man, listen. Yeah. Yeah, this about to be it. This all right. So we about to get this in tomorrow. Let's go.
Yep. All right, man. We appreciate everybody for chopping it up with us. We're going to, continue to do this, try to jump on we kind of ramping it up a little more. If you watch some tape some nights, is talking the ball, whatever. Want to keep ramping it up, keep going. We get, more and more, get more and more accustomed to the time. Tuesdays might start going around 5:30 on Tuesdays, because we have Inside the 405 Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And on Thursdays, you might try to start going around 5 because you got ETL at 7 on most weeks. And then you got Fandom on Fridays. And then, of course, On the Huddle on Sunday nights. And then we'll do film review on Monday night. So a lot of football, man. We got the NFL show on Saturday morning too. So it's a lot of football going down the stretch, and we here like we in this stretch. So we not talking. We talked a little bit about draft just cause, but we ain't doing no mocks. We ain't looking hard. We ain't no. I don't know no players. I don't know who coming out. I don't know any of that. I don't need to know any of that. I don't need to know any of that. Shador who? Shooter who? Travis who? Like we ain't none of them gonna be on our team next year. So ain't no all these superstars on Saturday y'all see, ain't none of them gonna be on our team. So get used to that. Everything continues the way it's continued, us being competitive and being able to rock and roll and be competitive, put up points, win games, man. We definitely ain't gonna see none of them. Mike said, remember, nobody gave us a chance against the Steelers, and we sort of outplayed. We outplayed them the whole game, bro. Like we should have won. Somebody called it a healthy loss, like whatever you want to call it. We should have won. We should have won that game, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate your time. Your time is very valuable to you, and for you to use it with us, we definitely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. We appreciate all y'all in the comments that chopped it up with us, man. But remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love.